Okay, so recently I was looking to get a different wireless unit because the one that I have been using has some flaws and it's just gotten old over time. What I've been using is the Line 6 G50. Now, I'm sure everybody knows this or is familiar with the Line 6 G50, but the things that irritated me, number one, the battery compartment sucks. The clip that's supposed to hold it closed falls open all the time. And everybody that I've ever known or seen using one of these has got a Velcro strap or rubber bands or something holding the stupid battery cover closed. That's annoying. It goes through AA's pretty quickly. I use rechargeables, but still, that's a big pain in the butt. Next, it has a special cable, which that in and of itself is not a big deal. But as you can see on mine, the ring that the cable clips into is broken, which is supposed to help it stay in and clip in. But the problem is, it doesn't. I've literally had this fall out on me while playing, just from the usual running around and jumping around on stage. So I was looking at getting the new G70, which uses just quarter-inch connectors, which is a good thing. And they've changed the battery compartment design, so it might have fixed that as well. But for less money, I came across, actually the basis of my band had come across a link for a new company selling a new wireless, the WIC Wireless. And after doing some research online, I couldn't find a whole lot of videos on it, which is one of the reasons I'm doing this video. I decided to give it a shot. So it just came in today. And this is it. Red is the receiver, blue is the transmitter. They have built-in lithium-ion batteries. The literature says you get 20 hours of use off of one charge. But after getting it and opening the box and reading further, 20 hours on the receiver, 8 hours on the transmitter. So if I'm reading that right, 8 hours. That's still good, but it's not 20. So anyway, you just turn them on, the blue light syncs up, means they're synced. If it doesn't, you press these buttons and they sync. But every time I've turned them on, they immediately sync. I've played around with it at home. I actually have 2 gigs tonight and tomorrow night, so I'm going to be testing these out on those 2 gigs, and then after the gigs I'll come back and give you my thoughts on how it compares to the Line 6 G50. So this is bare bones, just, you know, wireless transmitter, receiver, nothing else special. So, you know, it doesn't have some of the goofy bells and whistles that the Line 6 has. And I guess it's only one goofy bell and whistle in my opinion, and that's this cable tone knob. So if you like the sound of a bad cable and you want to dial off some of the high end in your signal, you can turn this cable tone knob and dial away as much of the clarity of your signal as you want, I guess. I've never used it. As far as I know, everybody I know has it set to off because, you know, I want to get the pristine signal to the amp, and then I'll adjust it with EQ and how I want it, but I don't want to degrade it like it was some cheap cable. This has channel selectors, which again this one doesn't. It just syncs to the transmitter. So we'll see how it works tonight. I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards, and yeah, that's it. Alright, so I had a chance to gig with WIC Wireless two nights in a row. Was fighting off a cold and my head was stopped up and everything, so it was a little challenging gig to begin with, but I was impressed with the WIC Wireless, how easy it was. It's just plug and play. This one went on my pedal board, plugged in there, turned it on. This one clipped onto my strap. Comes with this cool little case, which is nice. Turn it on, they instantly connect, and I was playing. So no bells and whistles, you know, like the Line 6, you know, even the G50, you know, had, like, you know, multiple outputs, so you got a tuner output, and you got this channel selector. I honestly don't know, like, if you got 2 musicians in the same band both using WICs, how that affects it. I don't know. My bassist actually uses one of these, and he and I played together fine, no issues. To recount some of the things that infuriated me with the Line 6, the crappy clip, which, again, everybody I've known with one of these has a problem. My bassist actually super glued his in so that it wouldn't come out. The crappy battery door, which everybody I know uses either a Velcro strap like I have or rubber bands to hold it closed. This clip, not the best at holding it on your strap. I actually have a separate holder for the battery pack when I use this, or for the transmitter, I mean. But the WIC actually, like I say, comes with this cool little, pretty strong clip. You can clip it on your strap, clip it on your belt. The unit itself is so lightweight that I don't have any concerns about this falling off while I'm playing, like I did with this, which would fall off while I was playing. All in all, it was a good unit. Like I said, it's simple, easy to use, no constantly carrying around AA's or having to recharge AA's. Just plug this in, you know, the night before the gig or even the day of the gig and charge it up, and you're good to go for the gig. And even if you forget to, you can take your little charger with you. It's just a USB plug to charge it. And they say, you know, 15 to 20 minutes while you're setting up the gig of charging is enough to get through the gig. So I guess I might one day have to test that out and find out. But all in all, I think this is a pretty cool unit. And I'm happy I bought this instead of going with the upgraded G70 on Line 6, because number one, the G70 was a lot more expensive, and number two, you know, like, I already bought a Line 6 and it kind of let me down. Other than those flaws, the Line 6 unit itself, you know, was a good unit. I like the sound of it, good, you know, fast response, not a lot of latency in the signal. It's just those little design flaws that really over time began to really annoy me on a unit that's as expensive as it is. Especially that. The little stupid clip, you know, the inside piece. I don't know if in this lighting you can see it, but the whole part, the collar inside has broken off, half of it. That particular half that's supposed to catch this little clip and hold it in. And for a unit that costs what this costs, that's just unacceptable. So, anyway, there's my take on the WIC versus the Line 6.